Sound good?
Okay, everybody, Emar Sobatu to Sports Inquirer, and we're here with Salar Faryar from Georgia State men's soccer. Team is coming off of a very nice win at Alabama-Birmingham, 3-1. You scored a crucial goal in that contest to secure the victory for the team. Just overall thoughts on that match as the team progressed through the season.
Um, yeah, I mean, we still know we haven't peaked yet. We've shown glimpses yet, but I think we're well prepared every game. We're excited to get going with conference play now and introduce ourselves to the MAC.
Yeah, and the team has now won 5 road contests this season, which is tied for the most in the country. And the team's 7-2 overall. What about being on the road? And you're on the road right now. We'll get to that in a moment. But what does that say about the maturity of the team to be able to get results away from Atlanta?
Yeah, I think if you wanna do well, you obviously it's always a priority to win at home. Everyone wants to win at home, but I think if you wanna do great, you always want to win on the road as well. It's just as important. So I think it does say a lot about the maturity and about how hungry we are. Yeah.
And you're a graduate student, so you're a super senior. That's been the term used by a lot of the seniors that came back after the COVID pandemic year of 2020. What's that like for you? You're a veteran of the team. You've played a lot of collegiate soccer. How you use that to your advantage as far as your role on the team?
Um, so for me originally, it was the plan was to come here for 4 years to study and to play. Now with COVID and my injury that I had going into my senior year, I was able to now go into my 5th year. Just yeah, I mean, really bringing the joy to the team, trying to use my experience, be useful, knowing my role. Yeah, just enjoying being part of the program.
Yeah, and what led you to make that decision? Because you're from Germany, and you mentioned you came over here to play in the United States. I'm sure there's some professional and options beyond Georgia State. What led you to come back for another year?
Um, it wasn't a hard decision for me to come back because I value education, and I really wanted to come back after my injury and really prove it to myself and yeah, and just take in all that experience. It's a big privilege to be able to play here and soak it all in.
You keep mentioning the injury. How are you feeling, and how was the recovery? And you've played a good amount of matches this season, but how are you doing physically dealing with that?
Pretty good. It's taken me about 28 months to really fully recover, but my knee is great. So I'm really grateful for that, and very appreciative of my health.
Yeah, and you started your collegiate career at Lemoyne College before coming to Georgia State. But what led to that decision to move on to from that program and then head come to Georgia State for to finish out your collegiate career?
Um, so on the one hand, it was in terms of my academic career, I wanted to take a different path, and then at the same time, I wanted to challenge myself again, and I think um, Georgia State was the best option for me, and I'm happy I ended up here.
Yeah, and I see that you're majoring in sport administration in graduate school. How is that? How are you handling that? Because the graduate student path is different than someone as an undergraduate student. How have you adjusted to that with the balance of graduate work with
Yeah,
your play on the field?
I personally prefer that. Um, Graduate school is more it's more about discussions and it's a lot of readings, but your opinion is valued, and they really get you ready for real life, which I prefer over undergrad, which was a little bit more monotonous. Yeah.
Do you know what you? I didn't like this question when I was in school, but I'll ask you. Do you know kind of what path you want to go, direction you want to go with that graduate degree? Do you want to? I assume you would love to continue to play soccer at a professional level, but what are the plans kind of with that?
I always said that I want to play for as long as I can, um, just because this is my childhood dream. It's really gotten me to the point now. where I am. I'm very grateful for that. And I mean, some people learn the lessons in their life with a ball in their hands, some with the ball in their feet. Other people have to learn it in some other through other ways. But I'm very happy where I am right now. Right now, I'm fully focused on where I am right now. What's after, what the future will hold, I'm not sure yet. But I can also see myself. I'm very passionate about peak performance in general. So if it's not me continuing to play, I'll probably work with athletes on an individual level.
Yeah. What's that transition like for you from Germany? And there's a local connection with Atlanta. He doesn't play for the United anymore, but Julian Gressel did that with his career. But what is that like coming from Germany and playing collegiate soccer in the United States?
Could you repeat that? The
Yeah,
question?
sure, no problem. No, I'm saying going from Germany and playing soccer in the United States at the college level. And I was saying Julian Gressel did the same thing, a former Atlanta United player who are listening. I'm sure you're familiar with his journey from college, I believe it was Providence, to playing for MLS and everything like that. But what about for you? What was that experience like coming into the United States?
Yeah. For me, it was almost a fresh start. I wanted to start over. I don't regret making that step at all. I was able to really explore a lot of new aspects about myself, which I'm very grateful for. In terms of soccer, I think back home it's a little bit more technical. It's not as focused on stats. But at the end of the day, I think the model itself, how you can the college education in combination with playing is unique, and so I'm very happy I did that.
And we're speaking right now. You are in Bowling Green, Ohio, as a team opens up MAC play. So you're in conference play right now, finally, after a long non-conference schedule. How's the team doing physically and mentally? It was a long trip from Atlanta, Georgia, but just how are preparations going for the squad as you prepare to play Bowling Green and Akron this weekend?
Personally, a little bit tired right now. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of flying. I talked to a bunch of the other guys; they don't really mind. But regardless, I think we're all excited, all looking forward to get going tomorrow and then on Saturday.
All right. Well, appreciate the time, Salar, and good luck this weekend. Hopefully, we catch up later on in the year.
Yeah, thank you.